Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ankush here from Alif Consulting. I'm working as Azure Solution Specialist. Today we are going to talk about Azure Subscription. Now, first let's understand what exactly the Azure Subscription is. So, Azure Subscription is the agreement with Microsoft to use the Microsoft Cloud Platform or cloud services. So here we are only talking about the Microsoft Azure. So it's an agreement between customer and Microsoft. It's you can say it's like a container which allow you to run all the Microsoft related services to run your business or technical resources or your technical applications. uh, Another thing is like all the resources basically deployed in the Azure subscription will be based on per second, and another thing is all the services which is there in the Azure cloud or Microsoft Azure subscription is actually a predefined, and there's no customization and available. Let's take an example of a VM, or let's take an example of web app. They are predefined with the sizing. They have a predefined resources, compute resources you cannot have on your own uh, resources. Okay. And another thing is a customer can have a multiple subscription to run their workload. So either like they can have running all the resources like for prod, stage, and dev in a one subscription, or they can have all the resources running in a different subscription as well. So next is we are talking about the types of subscription. So we have majorly four types of subscriptions available for from Microsoft. One is free. Free is basically is kind of a trial account basically which you can use to just test the Azure services, or just to do your POC on Azure services or a Microsoft Azure services. And then if you don't like it, you can get rid of this account, and you'll get like a $200 of a 1 month credit with this free account. Now another one is a pay as you go. Pay as you go is kind of a prepaid or a prepaid subscription, or you can say not a prepaid, but it's a postpaid subscription in which you pay a monthly through your credit card, and you will you will be billed on basically on the public pricing. The third one is the enterprise agreement. So enterprise agreement is basically a commitment between a customer and a Microsoft, where we do a certain commitment, a certain amount of commitment for 3 years, and accordingly Microsoft is going to give us the discount top of that. And with the with the enterprise agreement, we can have a multiple subscription running in a one enterprise agreement. The fourth one is the CSP. CSP is called a cloud service provider. Basically, it's a new program basically which is introduced by Microsoft. So in this case, what happened? It's kind of pay as you go, but in a pay as you go, it's you and Microsoft. There's a no bit partner available in between, and you have to buy a separate support through the pay as you go. But with the CSP, there is a partner involved in between you and Microsoft, and through that the partner is going to be basically is going to be manage your billing. And in case of you need any kind of support like a Microsoft support, you can directly reach out to the partner, and partner will be able to provide the Microsoft support including your Azure consumption. Now, another next slide is basically in which we are going to talk about the Azure subscription, how to buy, basically how to buy Azure subscription. We have a three ways to buy Azure subscription. We can have an enterprise agreement. In between, we are going to basically commit a upfront commitment between the between you and Microsoft. And from there, you can have your multiple subscription created, and based on your uses, you will be all the uses between the in between your subscription will be detected from your commitment. The second one is to the partner. So it's like a CSP. You can buy your Azure subscription to the CSP, and they can help you to basically design and implement your cloud solution, or also they can help you to start your cloud journey as well. The third one is basically a free account, which is basically used by mostly for POCs or mostly the individuals, in which what you can do, like you will get a free certain amount of credit. It's around $200 for a month, and you can use this account. But later on, if you want to convert it to pay as you go, you can do it as well. But if you don't want to convert it to the pay as you go, you can get rid of account once uh, the the amount which you get with the credit which you get is exceeded. uh, Now next slide, we are going to talk about the Azure support plan. So one thing is here, this Azure support plan is only applicable with the enterprise agreement and pay as you go subscription. Your CSP subscription which you buy through the cloud solution provider, that already include Azure support, so you don't need to buy a extra support plan for the CSP. But if you're going through the pay as you go, or if you're going to the EA, you have to buy the Azure support plan for your workload. So we have a majorly three types of support plans for EA and pay as you go, like a developer standard and professional direct. So if you're running any kind of business critical applications, or you're running your mission critical application, you should only buy a professional direct, in which you're going to get uh, hours, and based on the hours you're going to get a TAM assigned, and then the TAM is going to manage all of your requests, or all of your incidents or requests which you have raised to the Microsoft. And then standard is basically for a normal workload, and the developer is basically for non-critical workload. So these are the major three support plan we have. This is how the Azure subscription hierarchy look like. So usually we have a Azure account in which we can have our multiple subscriptions running within the same Azure account. So Azure account, we are talking about the Azure Active Directory, which is the essentials, which is a prerequisite to create a Azure subscription. Now, how we can create Azure subscription? So to create the Azure subscription, majorly two requirement is there. Either we need to have a live account or Outlook account if we don't have the Azure Active Directory, or if we have a Azure Active Directory already, which is already included with other Azure Microsoft services, we can use that as well to create the Microsoft subscription. So these are the two major prerequisites to create the Azure first Azure subscription. In the next slide, we are going to talk about the demo. So in demo, we are going to learn about how we can go ahead and create the Azure subscription. To create the Azure subscription, first we need to do, we need to go on azure.microsoft.com, and here what we need to do, we need to create a free account. Once you do that, you just have to go here and start a free account. Once you do that, you have to sign up with your details. So here I'm going to log in with my Outlook account, and it's going to ask me for few details like a contact numbers, email ID. Email ID will be automatically get picked from your profile, but other contact information like the phone numbers will be required here. So here we'll be asking you like what exactly. So once you do that, since here it's showing is like I already have a subscription, so let's try it out, and try it out with the other email ID. So let's first go ahead and uh, okay, so azure.microsoft.com, and then what I need to do, I need to go ahead and have a sign up. So it's already signing in my account. If I go on the Azure portal, you can see I already have Azure subscription running here. So this is how you can basically log in with your existing Azure AD account, and from here we can go ahead and add a more subscription as well. So we just need to go on the subscriptions, and then from here we can add one more subscription account. So it's going to check my eligibility if I'm eligible to add a one more subscription, and it's saying that in order to please switch to this Active Directory. So I'm going to switch this Active Directory. So I have a multiple one, so I'm going to switch this Active Directory, and yep, it's going to ask me to approve my request on my phone. So I'm not using any authenticator app. I would be using a Gmail account for verification. And it's going to send me a code, so just give me a moment. Yep, here I have. Well, I am just going to verify, and here I can go into the subscription, and from here it's going to just validate that, and here I can go ahead and add my subscription as well. So that's how you can add uh, your subscription here. So you can see I have most probably I have a two account which I can go ahead and create. I can go ahead and create for student, or I can go ahead and create a pay as you go account. And another one is like I can have another leasabilities which I can go ahead and check. Let's say I need to check this pass, so I can just go ahead and check it out. So I'm not eligible for this offer, but if as soon as I did it, I just need to select this offer, and it will be go ahead and going to create a subscription based on that offer, and the subscription will be here with the subscription name and ID and your access which is assigned to them. And to creating a new, you just need to go on azure.microsoft.com. You just need to click on create free account, and you just need to click on free. It's just going to give a in a quick minute, and click on free, and you just have to give us all the informations here, and like name, address and the mobile number, and then you have to confirm the mobile number, and then you have to basically type, you have to update your credit card information. So for the credit card is going to charge you $2, and with those $2 you can go ahead and create your trial subscription. So this is how we can go ahead and create our first subscription. This is what I have for today, in which we have talked about the Azure subscription. If you like this video, subscribe, and if you need any kind of help for migrating a workload to Azure, or do you want to start your cloud journey, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.